Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to continue to talk about what it actually takes for one to immigrate to the United States of America and become a success. This is a continuation video about coming to the United States of America and trying to level yourself up as an immigrant and be able to become your highest self so that you can put yourself in a position to not only take off but actually set yourself up for success. So I received a couple of messages because I talked about driving under the influence, and I'm telling you, when you look at the numbers, how is that basic information when the numbers paints a different type of picture? But the beauty about life is that you can either choose to learn from experiences of others or learn through the mistakes that you actually make. So there you have it. If you want to actually succeed, it is either you take the bull by its horns and do the mistakes yourself, or actually learn from the people who have traveled the road that you intend to go through. So diaspora life as it is one of the most difficult journeys that you will travel if at all you are coming from the sunshine continent. And therefore, there's some things that you have to unpack early so that you start setting yourself up for success, because America is going to teach you lessons that you never learned before. Because it's a big economy and it's the land of the free and the brave. And therefore, you need to organize yourself. Otherwise, it's going to take you a long time for you to actually put these things together so that you can be able to set yourself up for success. So if you can be able to learn from other people's experiences and borrow some of their wisdoms, then you can be able to shorten your turnaround time and be able to set yourself up for success. So today I want to talk about key components that you have to understand to be able to have a smooth transition into the American way of life. The average immigrant has considerate amount of hunger to be able to transcend and become and actualize their vision. But that hustle mentality is not enough, because you need something more than that. Because at some point in time, you feel like you don't have the necessary motivation to be able to keep going, because you are being exposed to a new environment that is actually fast-paced, and you don't have a good network around you. And as a result, this is going to take a tall order on your mental spaces and your ability to make quick decisions. Therefore, from day one, you have to start to realize that you need to put in place an environment that will allow you to make quick decisions. So you have to block out a lot of inconsequential people. You have to cut off some relationships so that you can be able to focus on you, because this new environment comes with serious challenges that you have to solve. Remember, the competition is between your former self and the person that you genuinely intend to become. So, therefore, you have to take a keen look into your skill sets, into your work ethic, and most importantly, into your network. A lot of us get surprised by the fact that their education is not enough in the new system. And that becomes an issue of concern, because now they have to relook on how to go around the question of education and the skill sets necessary for them to be able to accommodate themselves in the new system. Therefore, you need to answer that question from day one, because the question of skill sets is not only a personal question, but it's also a question whose answer is determined by the marketplace. And so, if you have a degree in basket weaving, that becomes a serious problem, because the marketplace that you're moving into does not require that type of degree. Therefore, you have to concern yourself and make a sober decision so that you can be able to transition well into a new career or a new business, because you're coming into a new environment that does not necessarily appreciate who you are in your country of origin. On top of looking into the question of skill set, you have to relook on your level of work ethic. As an outsider looking inward, I feel that the American way of life has an inbuilt work culture that is part and parcel of their social fabric. And therefore, the average immigrant finds it extremely difficult to comprehend and to marry the two. So you don't have to get lost and go through circles, but you need to position yourself to get busy, because it's part of culture, because it's part of who we are. And therefore, you have to ingrain that into your DNA, because you have to work. Because in order for you to become, you are going to put in work. You are going to take up more than one job, because it will require of you to do more to be able to catch up with the system, but also to better yourself. And it is well worth it if you are able to choose to pursue the American dream. From an early stage, you will have to answer the question of whether you want to be rich or wealthy. If that is part of something that you want to pursue, then you have to go deeper and realize that you have to look into numbers, because you're not going to act out of magic, but by looking into the numbers of what it takes to become rich and what it takes to become wealthy in this great nation. So if you want to get to the doorstep of actually becoming rich, then you're looking at numbers of 100,000 annual income, single person. At that point, you will be at the doorstep of actually transitioning into becoming rich. And when it comes to wealthy, you're looking at 3.5 to 5 million US dollars under your belt. So if you're coming from outside, you have to start to realize that you're looking at those numbers, and therefore you have to break them down and see how long it will take you to put in the necessary work to be able to uplift yourself to get to that level or even better. And so the idea that you're just going to come, put no work, lazy around, have fun, should be limited to imagination, so that you can embark on building up yourself if you genuinely want to position yourself as a force to reckon with. Is it possible for one to position themselves in a manner that they can be able to succeed? Yes. Is it going to take time? Yes. And that is why, by learning from others, by having those magic numbers, by getting the right skill sets that are in play in the marketplace, that are actually required in the marketplace, and having that exceptional work ethic, you can be able to position yourself as a high-ranking member in this beautiful nation of the free. Because at the end of the day, women lie, men lie more, but numbers don't. If you're finding these videos useful, then don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Also, share and comment down below. Thank you, and see you in the next video.